just thought we'd show you the squiggly roads, where obviously the Spanish transport workers have been having fun repairing cracks. Been like that for miles now, isn't it?
Yeah, it has been like it for miles. Oh look, we've had a repair job here, look, that's nice.
Oh, there we go, look, clear bit. So they'd, but the other side's got squiggles now as well, whereas the other side didn't have any squiggles. So yeah, squiggly road. What's the squiggly road?
Squiggle repairs. Right, so we're a bit limited for where we can park the bus. So I managed to find a little space next to some bins, but there's a little bit of a downside.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Oopsie. We can't get out. So we're going to get out the front door instead and just leave it here. As you can see, we are in a side street, in a sort of kind of parking area. The Basilica is just at the end of this street here, so it's a very good parking spot. We're just keeping our fingers crossed it's going to be okay. I can see no signs, I can see no tickets, but it is heaving here today. Are you ready, Dolly? Do you want to go to Zaragoza? Yeah? She does. She's very excited. Are you excited? Are you excited? Are you? Pippa, are you excited? Oh.
Hello.
Yes, as you can see, it's a tight squeeze. Oops, sorry, it's Dolly. But as you can also, well, you can't see it actually, but just behind the trees there is the Basilica. So we are close. But yeah, it's stop it. And there's the tree.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Looks like a really pretty place. We're going to go to the sign. There's a board here with a map. We need to get across this river. Yeah, I was just chatting to a lady in a shop. She was on the till and she asked me if I liked Zaragoza. I said, oh yeah, I do. And she said, oh, the weather is weird. And she's right, because we've had hot sun and we've had sleet in the space of about half an hour.
Yeah, all mixed with the wind.
Oh yeah, it's really windy. I've been and bought myself a hat. So keep my head warm. This looks like an interesting building coming up here, and whatever this construction is.
Seems to be a gateway there as
globe.
Well. There's a globe there, but there was a gate. It's the end of the clock tower with the blue roof.
Yes.
People were walking through there.
Right. It's stunning. I love the tiled roof, the coloured tiled roofs. Looks like there's something historical behind whatever this is as well. Looks like ruins. Oh, it's a fascinating place. It's a mix of the tiny little old streets that we love and
plenty of the old town as well.
Lots of great big buildings, very grand buildings. I'm not sure what this is coming up, but it looks something fancy.
Built in 1991.
Okay. It's obviously something to do with a fountain.
Yeah, perspective of water.
It's obviously drained down at the minute, and it looks like it could do a little bit of work on it, a bit of tidying up perhaps. So we're going to walk across to here and see what this is, because again it looks like another really grand building. It's really leaning, isn't it? I don't think the camera gives it quite this perspective of its leaning. It's like proper tilted. So that isn't the Leaning Tower. Apparently it was taken down in the 1800s. So we're not quite sure what that is, but definitely leaning. Yeah, they said it was unsafe, even though it was said to be quite safe. So, not sure what these are. Ruins of some sort. And then we're coming up on something quite interesting here. Another square, perhaps. So we found Caesar, which
Yeah, he was just there lurking around a corner.
yeah, it's a nice monument of him.
Yes,
Opposite whatever this is. I've tried to go into the tourist offices and it's closed till 4:30. So we're having to rely on Google, and to be honest, Google's got lots of conflicting information. So lots of beautiful buildings, really lovely. And you come around a corner and this is what you see. Every corner's got something amazing. Yeah, these are definitely the things that have been keeping us awake at 11 or so every night while they do their practice. Look at these. That's an egg tart. Oh, look at the donuts with cream in. Oh. Oh, what's that? Hola. Something calling in the shop window there. So I bought one for us to share.
Yes. Even though two were calling, we got one.
I was good. Look at this building up here. Oops. Nearly hit a lady in the head there. Oh, that's quite fancy, isn't it? More chocolates and chickens and cakes. Look at all those things. Glorias. I wonder what they are. That's candied fruit, isn't it? Yeah, candied oranges. That's brandy cherries. I think they're getting themselves all ready for Easter here. Yep. Ah, look. Can't beat a pack of chocolate sardines.
I've had a lovely wander around. Corin's bought a new nut warmer. Look at that one.
Yeah. I left my other one at home, stupidly, and then I was in Spain and it was like, oh, it doesn't matter, it's hot and sunny anyway.
Yeah.
And it's not hot and sunny anymore.
No, we've seen 4 seasons in one day here,
Oh, pretty much.
but we're trying to get to grips with the history.
Yes.
We've seen Caesar, links back to the Roman times. There's the church that is behind us now has got SPQR written on it, which is back to Roman times.
Yeah.
The history in this place is, well, can't really come to terms with it.
It's pretty impressive, Zaragoza, isn't it? I am
Yeah.
really enjoying it.
It really is worth a visit. We went to the tourism office, but that was shut. They opened at 4:30. So again, you can find some things on Google, but the best.
Google, especially Wikipedia and things like that, you take it with a pinch of salt, don't you? You don't know exactly what you're looking at.
Yeah, it's not wholly accurate.
No.
But the places, the tourist places, they do ask you to pay. But again, a lot of signs, non-peros, which is no dogs.
Yeah, and if the dogs don't go in, we don't go in. Or sometimes if we're really,
We do share it, yeah.
Ooh, here come the police, yeah?
It's all kicking off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do share it, but there's plenty of shops here. You've got your usual
Good
servant.
shops as well.
Well, they're good shops.
Yeah.
But you've got your usual souvenirs, t-shirts and so on. But you're not going to struggle to get a bite to eat.
No.
There's some lovely restaurants, but there's an awful lot of shops with pastries, croissants, baguettes and so forth, and that's where we went.
Yeah, I think there's something for every budget. There's Menu del
Yeah.
Dia, 13, 14 euros a person. There's
Yeah.
very beautiful posh restaurants.
It's really, and I think the difference with this town compared to many we've been to before, it's very flat.
Yeah.
So if you've got any mobility issues and so forth, you won't struggle here. It's really well looked after, exceptionally clean. You've got the usual street art and a couple of the shops are shut and so forth, but in terms of how impressed we are, lovely. Really worth a visit. Take time out to come here. The trams do run. There is an air about an hour away from the city, isn't there?
Yes.
I say an hour, that's an hour's walk
Hour's
in.
walk, yeah.
The trams do run, but the trams don't take dogs. So we've managed to park up and yeah, that was a bit of fun.
I think that, do you know what, that's something we need to mention that we've found in Spain. They are dog friendly, but they are certainly not as dog friendly as many of the other countries we've been to. Germany, Italy, France are way more dog friendly, and getting dogs on public transport in those countries doesn't seem to be an issue at all. In fact, we used to take dogs on the trams and all sorts in Germany. They've tried every form of transport in Germany, the dogs.
They have, yeah. So it's something to be mindful of.
Yeah, it's not.
But there's a few shops you can take them into as well. There's signs on the door that you can do so. So yeah, it's not too bad, is it?
There we are, swapping arms, the old curse of the Sony ZV-1. It's flipping heavy. We've enjoyed it. We really have enjoyed it. It's a shame we didn't get to take you around Teruel this morning. Teruel. Could be. They'll tell us.
Well, I don't mind people correcting
No,
us because,
I don't mind it at all, because when you come on and you say you've said this wrong, you need to say it like that. That's really useful because we can then pick up what we should be doing and what we should be saying.
how we should say it and so forth. So yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, so don't be shy if you said that wrong. Just tell us.
Yeah, but if you do tell us how to say it properly.
Yeah, you said it wrong.
No rude swear words either.
Yeah. So, I think we're just going to carry on wandering around now. There's a bit more to see, isn't there? And then we're going to go off after we finish walking around and find ourselves somewhere to stay tonight, probably outside of the city, I'd have thought.
I think so, yeah. I mean, it's not that busy in the city, but certainly the car parks are chocker. So if you are coming in, it's something to bear in mind.
I don't know where all the people are because the car parks are full, but it's really quite empty here.
Yeah, we struggled to park, but we
Yeah.
managed to get there in the end.
Right, come on then, Redders. Let's
Let's get
start our
rolling.
next one. Oh, that sounds like Big Ben.
Yeah, it sounds like the mantelpiece clock. Sounds like Granny's clock, doesn't it?
That's the Westminster chimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, that cake. It's time to go back and dig into it, I think. I could do with a cuppa and my feet are going dung, dung, dung. Back at the van,
Back at the van and look at the size of that.
cup of coffees, and this is what I bought. That's long, isn't it? Look, there's my finger compared to it. It's big. So, even though Red has wanted a full one,
No, I didn't.
let's cut it in half. Ooh. There you go. Take one.
Sorry, will do. Just renewing my drone notification license.
Oh,
Just had an email saying it's due.
okay.
There you go. I'll take the smallest one like I always do.
Oh, shush. That's why I cut it, so that you could... What's it like?
You wouldn't like it, you better leave that there.
Let's try. Mm. Mm. That is lovely. Hello!
Hello!
On the road again.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed the Zaragoza video as much as we enjoyed being there.
Yeah, it was a great visit, wasn't it?
It was a great visit, but obviously we had a couple of issues. Firstly, getting parked was a bit of a problem.
Yeah, getting parked was a nightmare. Yeah, there were lots of car parks there, but you couldn't get in them, and if you did venture into it, you weren't coming back out. The turning circle on it was horrendous. So we ended up parking on a road just by chance, but we ended up next to bins, and I reversed up and couldn't open the back door. There was a great big post in the way.
It was a tree.
Yeah, well, it served its purpose.
It was a tree.
It was a safe park up. No
It
issue
was.
there.
No one was going to break in through that back door.
No, but I think the thing to be mindful of is that it was a weekday. So if it's that busy on a weekday, I bet on the weekend it's even busier.
Yeah.
So you really need to plan your stop there, or maybe whether they got parking rights.
I don't think they did, but the weird thing is the city centre was empty. So maybe they were all office workers, or well, I don't know what they were, but anyway, it was super busy. But it's a lovely place, and we really do recommend you go, don't we?
Yes, yeah.
I mean, it's one of the places that probably if you are going down to Spain, you are going to come across to get down there. So if you are, don't fly straight by. Go in, have a look. It's really well worth it.
Well, the history there again, isn't it? We like history, and there's a lot there.
And everything is very close together. You've not got in some cities you've got miles between the different monuments. It's all very much central, so that's a good thing to bear in mind.
Yeah,
They're going to ask us about the boiler and whether it's still working.
Yeah, the boiler is still working, and as I mentioned in the vlog itself, the shelf had collapsed. Shelf that had knocked off the push fit connection, so it was just hanging on right on the end, and I think any more pressure and it would have popped off and emptied the contents of the boiler all over the back of the van, which I nearly did when I took the push fit off.
Yeah, there's a bit of a flood in the cupboard.
Yeah, the cupboard was a bit wet, the water was warm, but I had turned it off, so it wasn't hot water, it was warm enough to go, oh, that was a bit warm, as you hit, but yeah, it's
not coughing and spluttering anymore, is it?
No, it's not coughing and spluttering, and to be honest, until somebody mentioned it, I didn't even know that valve existed, so I appreciate that. And it just goes to show, if you ask a question, you helpful lot can help us get it.
I know, you've got the answer to everything you lot have. What we're doing at the moment is thinking about our route home. We could go the way we came in, which was Pamplona, Biarritz, Pamplona, and then down Zaragoza straight through. Or we could go the Somport Tunnel. We've done that way before. Or, well, basically that's it actually, because the other way, we've gone too far out of the way for it now. So I think we're edging towards the Somport Tunnel, only because we want to see the Canfranc station, don't we?
I think we want to see Canfranc, but we're also mindful of, you do get bursts of snow now and again, so we've got to be cautious with that.
Yeah, we had sleet in Zaragoza, so that was a bit of a surprise. We didn't expect that.
Yeah, the weather's a bit mixed lately, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's certainly getting colder. The north is much, much colder than where we've been. I mean, obviously that's hot like summer on the Costas, but up there, cold, very, very cold.
So we've got a birthday as well. So it's happy birthday to Val from Bawtry, and that's from AD and Dolly the Bulldog.
Happy birthday, Val!
I hope you have a good one and get sport rotten.
And Dolly is a brilliant name.
Love it. You'll have to send us a picture.
Going to apologise. I went through the video saying the words Zaragoza. It's actually Zaragoza. But there we are.
Yes, so
You learn something new every day. Zaragoza. Ooh.
You know, we appreciate the corrections.
Yeah.
You know, no problem at all with that, because as you mentioned, didn't you, you can look it up on Wiki or Google and it's completely wrong.
Yeah.
And if it's not one of the language we're currently learning, we are probably going to get it wrong.
Yeah. We've got to learn the two we're learning first before we can touch Spanish. So we've got to get cracking with those, haven't we? We're still doing it. We're still learning our languages.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, so that's the video, and I think that's it now until Tuesday. Bye!
Bye.